This is For Real Global Update.
This is an urgent geopolitical update on the Middle East, highlighting deepening conflict, leadership responses, and rising regional tensions as of early March 2026. French President Emmanuel Macron has been actively engaging with top leaders across the region amid growing concerns over violence in southern Lebanon. According to French and international news reports, Macron spoke directly with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Lebanese President Joseph Aoun, and Lebanese Prime Minister Nawaf Salam to discuss the rapidly worsening situation along the Israel-Lebanon border. In these critical conversations, Macron strongly urged Hezbollah to immediately cease its attacks against Israel, warning that continued escalation constitutes a major error that endangers the entire region.
This period will pass, and Iran will come out of this historic test victorious. Don't have any doubts. Our civilization, our history, and the God of our homeland will make us victorious. We will defeat the evil.
At the same time, Macron called on Netanyahu to preserve Lebanon's territorial integrity and to refrain from launching a broad ground offensive inside Lebanon, stressing the importance of returning to an existing ceasefire agreement, brokered in late 2024. France has also announced initiatives to support displaced civilians in Lebanon and humanitarian aid for communities affected by ongoing violence. Escalation on the ground, Israel and Hezbollah. Meanwhile, on the ground, tensions between the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, and Hezbollah have surged sharply after a fragile ceasefire set to expire in early March 2026. After repeated rocket and drone attacks into northern Israel, including threats from Hezbollah's elite Radwan commando units, the Israeli military has intensified strikes on Hezbollah targets across southern Lebanon, including in and around Beirut's southern suburbs. Earlier this week, Israeli authorities issued evacuation orders for dozens of Lebanese villages near the Litani River as a precaution against expanded operations. At the same time, Israeli ground forces have been authorized to advance positions in southern Lebanon in what officials describe as the creation of a defensive buffer zone to protect communities near the border from continued rocket threats. The IDF has also publicly targeted elements of Hezbollah's Radwan force, a trained military unit believed responsible for complex cross-border operations and infiltration threats. Lebanon's own government has signaled deep concern, with officials emphasizing the need to avoid dragging the country into a full-scale war, urging restraint on all sides. The Lebanese Prime Minister has appealed to France and the United States to apply diplomatic pressure to halt ongoing Israeli strikes inside Lebanon. Syria has also deployed additional troops along its border with Lebanon, raising fears of broader regional spillover. At the heart of the crisis is Hezbollah's recent military engagement, reported by multiple international outlets, which followed the killing of Iran's supreme leader in a joint U.S.-Israeli strike. Concerns spill over into neighboring regions, where ethnic and separatist movements, such as the South Azerbaijan Coordination Platform, are calling on Turkey and others to intervene in their own conflicts tied to Iran and Turkey's borders. Please note that specific credible reporting on that separate Azerbaijan request could not be verified from major international sources at the time of this writing. In summary, the situation along the Israel-Lebanon border remains highly volatile. Diplomatic pressure from France and others aims to halt further escalation, but military actions on both sides, including airstrikes, expulsions, and reinforced deployments, indicate that the region could be approaching a broader and more dangerous phase of conflict.
3 אנשים מסביב, מולה. קיבלתי.